What's good, everybody? My name is Yio2much, and today I'm joined with I as well as Kent, and we're gonna... Today I'm joined with as well as Kent, and we're gonna be debating what MC character is the best MC character based off this wheel right here. So that's Kent, and that's We're gonna be spinning the wheel. The first one is gonna be Kent, so let's see what he gets. There we go.
GG.
I see it.
Can't have
Deku.
What a damn dweeb.
Done.
Bakugo!
Let me get Deku.
I
and
can work with that.
All right, I'm next, guys. Let's see what I get.
Save the black for last, you know?
Word. Free pick.
Free pick?
No!
Wow. God is great. For my free pick, I'm going with Luffy. I'm taking Luffy off the list. We got Let's see what he gets.
The fuck? No!
Oh, wow. How did you get that? I don't even understand how that happened.
If you got Goku, no.
I don't even know how that happened there. All right, so we're each going to have 30 seconds to give our opening statements about why we think our MC is the best one. We're starting off with Kent. Let's go.
I think that Deku is the best main character because he was born into a world where every kid is born with Kirk.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Oh, I'm crying. Okay. Ooh, wow. He was born into a world with quirks, and he had none. He idolized All Might and then ended up running into All Might, eating his hair, and becoming a successor of One for All. And then he eventually becomes the #1 hero and then goes to teach at the same school that he was growing up through and learning how to use his power.
Next up is me. The reason why I think Monkey D. Luffy is the best MC that there is simply because, for starters, he doesn't stand for, like, revenge or anything like that. He's like a very pure soul, and his whole thing is freedom. He just wants to be free. He doesn't care about the world government or anything like that. Why are you making these faces? You're throwing me off. He stands for, like, freedom, and he doesn't fuck with the oppressed. You know, he does a bunch of side quests to help people.
He doesn't fuck with the oppressed?
Wait, is that what I said?
Oh my god, yes.
He helps the oppressed, and he does a lot of side quests that he doesn't need to do. He helps lots of people that don't need help. I'm out of time.
The reason why I think Eren Yeager is the best MC of all time, not even just in anime, but in just nonfiction and fiction, he was dealt with cards. He just had to play. He had to play the cards. Bro, he literally knew the future, past, and present. He had to kill his friends, betray his friends, kill his mother, his own mom, for the sake of his people. And I'm not gonna lie, I would do the same shit. No, if I had Eren Yeager's power, I'm killing all of Europe.
That was... wow. Well, guys, that's the end of the opening statements. Now we're going to get into the debate. And first thing I want to say is, your whole thing for Eren being the best MC is that he killed his family, killed his friends, killed his mom, and pretty much took over the world. How is that best MC?
You have to understand the type of, like, pressure he's dealt with. A lot of y'all characters wouldn't be able to deal under this pressure. He had to kill his mom. He had to witness his mom die multiple times. He sent the same Titan that his dad was on the other island to kill his mom. That's not crazy.
Deku went through more pressure of not having powers. No, listen, when he first got his powers, remember when he was fighting that one guy to save the kid and both of his arms were like, he was still punching and he had to use all the power in his body before he even knew how to handle his quirk to fight somebody for his life? Eren never had to fight for his life whenever he was a scout. He was just dilly-dallying around, and then he got his powers, never had to fight for his life.
You don't remember the scene where he was underneath the rubble and he had a piece of wood stabbed in his heart? What are you talking about? What?
Whoa, wait. We gotta gang up on Luffy, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with Luffy?
He never had any pressure. Wait, except for a bounty on his head.
No,
like, bro,
that's a bounty of 3 billion.
He's a stringy ass who has ADHD. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, he has sympathy for people that's in need. Are we dead?
Bro, he does side quests.
Fuck the people in need.
Oh, don't get me started on Gear 5. It sounds like some Looney Tunes soundtrack. Going. He looks like
Whoever had a dream that that you had you.
Devil? I don't even fucking
Don't
know.
worry for
The
the
Tasmanian devil.
Yes,
yeah,
bro.
his whole thing is like freeing the world. Like he's going up against the government and shit, trying to like change the whole world. Kind of like Aaron, but the difference is, bro actually almost dies. Aaron, his almost deaths, he kind of like planned out himself because he kind of did the whole timeline shit. Like
That's a really good point. Yeah, because you said that Aaron controlled everything. Because once you have the power of the founding titan, you know everything past, present, future. You could say that Aaron actually has zero pressure because he knows exactly how to win every single time. He can see the future. He can see exactly what everything is going to lead to, and he can manipulate the past based on that power. Yo, that's a great point.
No. But you have to understand, as a kid, that's traumatizing as fuck. Like in the first episode, he wakes up crying because he witnessed himself having to do all these things to everyone else that he loves.
Well, Deku cried when he thought he wouldn't have powers for the rest of his life.
and also he traumatized
What he
himself.
knew? He would have lived and lived. I worked the corporate life.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Aaron's people would have died.
If you know that your life is safe, there's no pressure. Your whole argument was that he had the most pressure. If I have the brain power right now, or myself from the future talk to me now and manipulate what is happening now, I will blindly listen to them because it's me. I mean, yes, his dad chose to give him the founding titan power himself, but also the whole get up dad speech, Aaron wanted blood. He also told his dad to do it because he knew it would give him the power of the founding titan. If his dad never killed the other titan whenever he had the attack titan control, then he would have never had the founding titan. Aaron told him to do so.
Aaron's just God. He might have been scared in the moment, but he was never in true danger.
He was never in true danger, but then he legitimately killed himself. He had the love of his life, the one person he knew for his entire life, slice his head open.
Okay, he's dead.
He let that happen. If he wanted to crush the world, he could have.
Fact. You want to talk about business?
Y'all better piss me off. No. The reason why he did what he did was so his people could be safe. You're telling me your people, regardless of anything, your people gonna be looked at as monsters and gonna be alienated. Mind you, they didn't even know it was people on the other side of the sea. People sending titans, their own people. Remember, they were injecting the titan fluid to their own people to send to them to kill them.
Right.
You telling me to save your people, your family, your loved ones, you wouldn't want to kill everyone else in fucking existence? You wouldn't want to get that fucking vengeance? You didn't want to see pain in their eyes? But no, guess what? He manipulated the whole shit just so his people could be saved. Because yes, if he killed the whole world, they still would have seen them as devils, and then they would have been like, oh yeah, we still. I don't think I should have been saying that.
It's not that bad.
Not that noticeable.
No, it's bad. You know who you look like?
No, because look.
That's horrible though. Like you don't see
No.
your corners though.
Your head
I can't control the corners.
Speaking about My Hero Academia,
my
your head
corner's
is
not
literally
bad.
built like this. This is a one-of-one replica.
Deku, it's not the same because nothing was a guarantee. He didn't know the future.
Not only that, you say Aaron lived his life on easy mode.
Uh-huh.
Luffy was the happiest motherfucker until his fucking brother died. Are we fucking stupid?
Time out. 'Cause that makes sense.
join my pirate crew?
I think you're underplaying it though, because listen, yeah, he's happy. What the fuck is wrong with being happy? What, we want our MCs to always be depressed? Let the man be happy. Point being though, people still died. You know, he still had to witness his brother die, and he still had so many near-death experiences that were out of his control. Aaron's whole life was in his control.
2 experiences when he got poisoned and Umpel down,
Right.
and Wano.
Impel down, Wano. The first time he fought Lucci, that guy was pretty much dead if the team didn't get him out of there. The time he almost drowned when he was fighting Arlong, he almost dies once an arc. Okay,
so you telling me he almost dies? What's that shit called? Plot armor? Saves him? Like, gang, he's in the water and then miraculously someone helps him up.
I feel like plot armor, like, that keeps you alive full time. He sacrificed years off his life. Impel down. Remember?
Aaron killed himself for his nation! A couple of years off his lifespan. He killed himself.
Aaron
In his
fought
prime, too.
Aaron fought a
Aaron
nation.
was in his prime.
Aaron fought a nation. Luffy's fighting the world, though. Like, he's fighting the world government. He is fighting the Marines. Aaron's world doesn't have nearly that much ops.
The only thing I've seen from One Piece, I don't know how the power scaling works, but all I've seen him fight human beings that just seem bigger than he is. Because if you're standing face to face and you're just like looking at it face value,
right,
the Beast Titan looks scarier than I would say most of who Luffy fights, because I don't know how their power system works.
As early as the guy from Sky Island could probably wipe out the whole Attack on Titan verse.
Nah.
You don't think so? He literally cannot be touched. He's lightning. The only way to stop him is rubber, I guess. And even rubber goes through him. It just doesn't.
It depends though, because who from Attack on Titan you gonna have fight him? How many Titans are they gonna have? Like, it's gonna be the founder, the Attack Titan.
I mean, realistically, Titans are just made for killing people. You couldn't have a Colossal Titan fight any human being from One Piece because they're just big and they move. They don't fight, you know? Even then, their movement's so ass. When Annie was in Titan form fighting Eren, it was like watching two immovable marshmallows trying to fight each other. Like, their movements are just slow. Like, they're not really built for fighting. They're just built for, like, killing less superior beings.
Power scaling doesn't work with One Piece because Luffy's fist is the size of, like, I forgot how many islands it said, but he could literally, like, make his fist big as fuck. So we can't really power scale because he could wipe out the whole. Luffy has gone through so much. You know, I understand that he's Mr. Positivity, but like, he stands for some good. He stands for freedom, which I guess Eren kind of stands for as well. But the difference is Eren kind of
literally
got
has the
everything handed
iconic
to him.
scene where he has his arms out and he says freedom. And if you're gonna say anyone stands for freedom, it's Eren. Eren's against literally everyone except for the people inside the walls. Though they say Luffy's against the world because of the world government, but Eren is against the same thing. They had Asians come in. They introduced black people into the anime for the first time in like season 3 or 4 to tell them how much they hate Eren. Bro, they had them turning on each other. The aliens that were inside the concentration camp that weren't in the island were like, we hate the ones on the island. They were sliding against each other. That's how much hate was for like the island, though.
Luffy fights for freedom. Eren fights for freedom. Luffy would never kill his family. He'd never kill his family. Eren was willing to do that. That's crazy to me. For one, what's that Superman shit? With great power comes great responsibility. The fruit has a will of its own, and its will is literally Joy Boy, which is the whole point, is to like free the world from like the world government. He was forced into that lifestyle. Luffy might have never gone down that route, but the fruit made him go down that route, and now he's great.
What I'm gonna say is Luffy is definitely a great MC. He's definitely top 3 MCs of all time in any possible realm of media and fiction.
Right.
So is Eren, but Deku,
a bitch.
You could put anyone else in his position, the story would have been 10 times better. Deku, he is a symbol of hope and peace, and he is the proper definition of what a hero needs to be. That don't matter. He is a bitch.
That's just straight subjection. You just don't like Deku.
I think.
Oh my finger! Oh my finger!
Eren's character development from becoming a Titan to, you know, like being a better Titan, he just like picked up a rock and moved it, and then now all of a sudden he can be the most perfect Titan. Because whenever he first transformed, he was a shitter, and then he picked up a boulder and clogged a hole, and now he's the best Titan of them all, and he's killing everyone.
He got God handed to him if you really think about it. Luffy has real feats, and Deku has real feats. Like, they had to work for where they got to. He literally got that shit handed to him.
Eren had to fucking work too. What the fuck? He had to work to be trained to be a fucking scout. The fuck? What
did he really do?
Teach him how to use ODM gear and slice a potato.
And he did almost failed that shit too. He wasn't great before he was handed the power of God.
Wasn't he like one of the only people who couldn't balance in the thing? From what I've heard J-Dot say, it sounds to me like Deku has, if not first, definitely second best character development, because he literally grew up idolizing All Might, realized he was never going to get a quirk, and then happened to run into All Might. Then he eats the hair, becomes a successor of All Might because All Might's getting weaker, and then eventually works his way up to becoming the #1 hero, and then losing his quirk and becoming a teacher at the same school that he went to. Like, going from nothing and no hope with your future to being the #1 hope for all people around you. That's symbolic.
I have a question that will finish this whole argument and make me the champ of this whole conversation. Put these characters' lives in a different position. Where would the trajectory of their life go? Would it be fine? Would it be okay? Would it be dandy? Deku, he would have had an office job. Luffy, probably a Marines or a low-level pirate. So Aaron would have to dealt with the same shit in any lifetime.
Deku could have died. There were still villains.
Right, he almost died. Actually, episode 1.
Ooh, a fucking 15-year-old would have fucking died. Who cares?
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Who cares? We had humanoid, big fucking 20 feet tall monsters, humanoid monsters with fucking naked bodies running at you, killing your whole village.
Oh,
I can disagree.
But listen, you were randomly placed in the Attack on Titan universe. Your chances of dying are way slimmer than in My Hero Academia because you could be somebody that isn't on the island if you're randomly placed. In My Hero Academia, every single civilian, no matter who you are, has the same level of random threat that like we as human beings do in real life right now.
In the final, you see
War happens in everywhere. Like grand scheme of the world in Attack on Titan is the whole world. The grand scheme of the whole world in My Hero Academia is Japan. If I was randomly placed in Japan in the My Hero Academia verse, I would say I have an equal chance of dying as everybody else in My Hero Academia. But if you were randomly placed in Attack on Titan, there is a 99.99% chance you never even come across Aaron.
But literally the first 3 seasons is on that fucking island.
Wait, and I do want to reverse.
So they do in My Hero. They talk about America. They talk about different countries. Do they not?
Mrs. America girl or Captain
We see
whatever.
scenes from there of All Might in America. What are we talking about?
I still think Luffy's the best though, but like y'all are not convincing me otherwise. Because really think about it though. So
I'm not gonna lie, I got Luffy at 3 in this conversation at the most.
What? At the most, there's only 3 others.
I got bitch ass Deku at last place. What are we talking about, bro?
Okay, no, but you're literally just going off of like pure scaling and power, bro.
He's such a fucking dweeb. At the end of the whole shit, he lost all his powers and he's a teacher. That's so dweeb-like. That's so.
You're just choosing to ignore the entire story that leads up to that point.
Oh yeah, you got traumatized as a kid. I'm so sorry, haha. Let's kill the nigga. Kill him. Kill him. Like hold hands and shit. No, he's killing everyone around you. He killed civilians, the whole city of Japan, and Sodom and Gomorrah, and destroyed, and rust and rubble.
You were like, oh yeah, Aaron doesn't care about being viewed as a bad guy. Although ultimately, he doesn't get viewed as a bad guy, correct? He gets viewed as like a hero. Luffy saves people that aren't just his family. Aaron only gave a fuck about saving his family.
Nah, that shit's mad cartoony though, bro. He turned people into toys. We watched our people get disintegrated. We watched people get eaten. We watched people die.
There's multiple islands that he has saved, and he has left with people thinking he was a bad guy, and he didn't care. He left with the rest of the island hating him. Luffy doesn't care about the recognition. Luffy doesn't care about just his friends. Your character cares about just his friends.
Because the rest of the world was against them. What the fuck? Like what? There's literally 1-on-1. Aaron and the Eldians, Marlians, and the entire world. That's literally the two biggest conflicts of the fucking show.
Okay, you think Aaron sees a random about to get stomped on by a Titan. Aaron's going out of his way to save him?
He literally watched the nigga die. He literally watched him die. Literally, the little Indian kid that was walking, and he literally watched him get squeezed and his eyeball popped out his fucking face. That shit had to fucking happen to save the rest of his people. Fuck that little kid. I want to save my fucking family, my fucking friends. Fuck that nigga.
Okay, well then, with that argument, you could honestly say that Aaron is the bad guy in the story. He killed his mother. He killed little kids. He was stomping out islands across the water. He killed his own people just so that he could get a little bit of revenge because Aaron Yeager has anger issues.
Aaron was willing to cause a genocide to 80% of the population just for him to be happy and a handful of his friends to survive at the end, even though most of them died on the way there.
You're telling me if you was in his position, right, in the whole nation of Greece, whatever the fuck you want to call it, they were going to fucking die if you didn't put yourself in a position to die, to kill yourself. So you will not kill most of the population to make sure your family is safe for the rest of their lives, generations down the line. They're going to live perfect and happy lives after you die and after you did what you did. Would you not do that?
The U.S. didn't have to crush the world to take down Hitler.
I didn't fucking ask you that. I asked fucking Yio2much that.
I don't feel like that was the only option.
What other option? Yo, bro, he literally, if he had
he has the power of God. There's literally, there probably was other things he could have done.
He was really good at manipulation. He could have just manipulated people not to hate them anymore.
Oh, y'all stupid. He could have unlocked the full power of the Fountain Titan because he didn't have the royal blood. Holy
Could he not control mad shit?
That's why he teamed up with Zeke. He manipulated Zeke to get him to touch him, to use his power against him. You can't just manipulate people like that. That's not how that works. The fuck? Oh, yeah, y'all want to change up the whole story? He tried so many different situations, so many different paths. That was the exact path he had to take to make sure everyone he knows and loves would have been safe from being slaughtered and what, a fucking another genocide?
How many friends died just so a couple could
He
live?
had to kill them too. He had to let Sasha die. He had to kill Gabby's friends so Gabby could have the vengeance to kill Sasha. And then when Sasha died, them niggas would have a reason to not like Marley so they can fucking fight. So they got the outcome that they had, my nigga. Yo, Aaron really thought. Yo, Aaron thought of this before the Arthur thought about this. That's how smart Aaron Yeager is.
He smart.
He Aaron the Arthur's mom to birth the Arthur to create the story so Aaron can do that every
But again, though, I want to say Aaron's whole thing was handed to him. His whole debate is based on the fact that Aaron's God. Like, he got everything handed to him, bro. The plan was pretty much laid out in front of him. The powers, understanding the powers, knowing what happened in the past, present, and future.
I'm not gonna lie, if you had his powers handed to you, you're not killing your mom. You're a pussy. You're not killing your mom. Are you?
But
No,
Aaron,
you're a pussy.
But Aaron changed after he became the founder Titan. When he saw everything he saw, it changed him. Bro used to be, well, a very dramatic little bitch. And then all of a sudden, he became some depressed anger issue.
He was getting his ass beat, and Mikasa was saving him.
Right.
Oh my god.
Literally, why did he get depressed? Because he saw his mom die and he was a bitch for like the next season. So it's not like he saw his mom died and got depression. When he became the founding Titan, it clearly changed him. You can't say it didn't change him. Would you do it? No. But also,
bro, when he grabbed Historia's hand, he literally saw the future and what was going to happen. So from then on, he spent time with his weird shit, touching her to use her power to see what the fuck he can do. Deku's just a fucking bitch. Deku's just fucking stupid.
Bro, but you're taking Deku's personality and listen, oh my god, see, you're doing it right now. 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 Imagine if I was judging Aaron Yeager based off of his season 1. He would be a bitch. Mikasa was saving him from all the little kids that he was fighting. He was
Deku was a bitch in the last season.
No, listen, when he saw Bakugo dead, he tweaked the fuck out. You're taking Deku from season 1 where a flick would break his finger, and you're using that to judge his story when his story is the best one here. He's the only person in the whole story that had absolutely zero hope for his dreams and aspirations. Aaron, even if he never became the Attack Titan, he still could have become a Titan somehow. Could have become one eventually. No.
That is? No, you know how hard that is?
But it's possible.
They would never know the history of the Titans. So it's not possible that you wouldn't know.
Back to the Deku thing, you were talking about, oh, he was willing to like spin the block for Bakugo, a guy who literally hated him. Who does that? That's a hero. No, it's not. He's literally the definition of a bitch who wants someone who doesn't want him.
Okay, and he still is a good hero. His story is amazing, bro. He idolized somebody, realized he was never gonna get powers, and like got depressed as a bro. The scene of him crying because he'll never have powers.
Wait, time out.
And, like, the scene
Which
of him,
scene of him crying? Because he cried every fucking episode.
The scene of him when he's a little kid wearing the All Might costume, celebrating at the computer, and then he finds out he'll never become the doctor's visits where he finds out he'll never have a quirk, and then all of a sudden he runs into All Might and All Might gives him his powers, and
who gives a fuck? I learned I was never gonna be 6'5". The quirk shit in that world is important, sure. It's literally just what you're born with in that place. It's like me crying that I'm never gonna be 6'5" and in the NBA. He was born that way, and he was
some
bitching
people's
about
dreams.
it.
He didn't have a quirk. It's not like his wasn't good. He didn't have one. Imagine a doctor told you, you cannot play basketball at all. You grow up loving Stephen Curry or LeBron James, and you cannot play. Not that you won't go to the NBA, you won't be 6'5". You can't play.
No matter how much you talk, Deku's still a bitch. He whines and cries about every little thing. Oh my god, you didn't do your homework. Fuck, what are you gonna do? Oh my, where are you? I need your guidance. I can't be a teacher. No, oh my, Bakugo, no.
He's a cry baby mopey bitch. He cried for seasons. Oh, my finger. Oh, I flicked too hard.
That just makes it more human. Yo, if I gave you Deku's powers right now and I told you to flick yourself in the chin, your head would fly off.
But
Instead
no,
of getting
though, no.
powers and just becoming a god immediately, he, of anyone, had the most training. What you see, almost half the anime is him training and like getting stronger to eventually take on the big dog.
And then he still ends up breaking his limbs when in fights too. Like it takes him like maybe 3-4 seasons for him to not really hurt himself.
He's really just a green-haired emo girl. Hurts himself, cries all the time. If you really think about it, that's what you got there.
I
That's your
say we
MC.
all agree to disagree that our actors are the best, because we'll never come to an agreement.
If we had a list of 10, I'd probably have Deku probably like top 5 for sure. He does have good character development.
I just think you
personally
have
think
One Piece bias. Aaron can comfortably have number 1.
Deku is a symbol of peace in My Hero. Luffy is a symbol of freedom, the symbol of hope. Like people look up to him to be like him. Like
And happy
like
Deku too.
When people are around him, they're so happy that they can't help but just laugh.
oh, but listen though, One Piece like it dives deep into like human trafficking, slavery, like
Drugs!
like goes in these damn near third world countries, saves them, and he inspires people to be better, bro. I would say Luffy is way more beneficial in his universe than
No, I
Deku
mean
is in his.
that's a fair take, but that's because My Hero Academia is just built around a world full of people that want to be heroes. In the scheme of My Hero Academia, I mean, they got fucking leaderboards of like the top hundreds of heroes. Like there's
So does
more
Luffy.
heroes.
So Luffy has, there's technically leaderboards. It's just the bounty board. Yeah, that. It's literally just whoever has the biggest bounty. And that's outdated.
I'm more
He's
so
at 3
talking
bill.
about
Oh,
Attack
yeah,
on
no, I'll
Titan.
join you to gang Jade out here.
I think, well, I personally, I don't think Eren Yeager is the best MC. I think Luffy is the best MC. You can jump Eren Yeager. You're not going to jump me.
So the debate is over. Now we're going to rate from 3 to 1 who we think the best MC is out of the choices that we just debated. We're going to start with Kent.
Okay. Honestly, I like Eren Yeager as a character, but as a main character, he might actually be number 3. Just because J-Dot was making some good claims, and I understand where he's coming from. He's just like, I don't know, his morals are way more evil than they are symbolic of like heroism. Deku and Eren are like interchangeably 1 and 2. I have to put Luffy at 3 just because I don't know enough about him. I don't know enough about him. I don't. Eren Yeager, I mean, you could make an argument that, yeah, but he is a main character. I don't know.
Okay. 3 Luffy, 2 Eren, 1 Deku for you.
And that's with bias, yes.
See, I don't think there's any world where Deku would actually be number 1, but let's go to J-Dot.
My list is 1 and 2. Luffy and Eren. It's interchangeable. Those are literally my top 2 animes of all time. I think Deku number 3, only because he's a whiny crybaby. Like, I don't know. It's just like, it's hard for me to like, if you was to compare aura, swag, Luffy and Eren got that shit miles ahead of fucking Deku. And you want to talk about heroism being symbolic? As a main character, he did everything that was necessary to save his people and his nation, and I can respect that because I would do the damn same. I'll do the same thing.
Mind
Give
you,
a fuck.
Eren killed his mother, and J-Dot lives with his
Oh
mother.
yes, guess what? I would that to save my nation. I don't care.
Yo, like, I don't know what parts of these to keep in or not.
And then Luffy, every time I think of Luffy, I get chills. Every time he speaks, every time he moves, he walks, like the way he fights, the way he inspires, the way he commands, just makes me like feel so wholesome. And that's why I gotta have Luffy at my number 1 spot, because Luffy, he just that guy.
My list, Deku at number 3, because Deku, like he said, mopey crybaby bitch. I feel like he complains too much. He's weak. He depends too much on his friends and everything. Where Luffy, he can hold his own by himself. Deku really needs help. Number 2, I'm gonna go with Eren, but Levi is better than Eren. And number 1 is Luffy. I like what he stands for. I like the fact that he never gives up. His fighting scenes are epic. He had the opportunity to have 10,000 soldiers. He had literally pirate captains begging at his feet to take them into the crew, and he said, nah, I'm good off that aura. His brother died, and he got his get back. Not yet, but he's gonna get his get back.
He's got his get back, not yet, but he will. Okay.
I love this fact-based argument.
Well, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know which MC you think was better out of the 3, being Deku, Eren, or Luffy. Also, if you guys want to check out the other 2, you'll see their accounts right next to mine because this was a collab post. Please comment down below what other type of anime content you guys would like to see, and I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace. Please sub. I don't know if I said that.